Yes, my friends, welcome back. Today I'm doing my match preview of Chelsea versus Brighton in the FA Cup, and I'm gonna be making my predicted lineup very quick because today we found some bad news as we have some trouble in the striker position as Marc Guiu is said to miss the next couple games, even a month, and we are learning that Nico Jackson could be a serious doubt for the game tomorrow night because he's seen in recovery, he's seen it to race because as you guys saw in the last game, he got a little bit of injury. But next week again, we have Brighton on Friday, 8 p.m. And for me, I'd rather keep Nico for that game, so I'll rather give him a race tomorrow, and then let's see. So, guys, if it's your first time on the channel, smash that like button, and if you're brand new on the channel, subscribe, man. And let's talk about it, man. As I have to say right now, my friends, we are paying the consequences of a terrible January. When I say terrible, I never say us to sign some crazy signings, a lot of players, but I'm always been saying, man, we need to fix the position that we needed to fix on, man. The striking position, we needed an experienced midfielder, and we needed a center back and a goalkeeper. But if I was a director, I would be looking at the Victor Osimhen, man. Goal craze, he was there for the taking. Why didn't we go and pay the release clause of 60 million? We could not do that. But right now you can see now how this terrible January has started, and now two of our strikers who could be now they're not fit, and now Enzo Maresca now is forced now to use now Nkunku now. As you guys know, Nkunku is not an out and out number 9, but another guy was saying this, man. We needed a midfielder. We needed to go and bring in like Andre Santos on Strasbourg so he can come in and help my guy, man, Moses Casero. You know he's been playing crazy and he needed that, but that's what happened, man. That's what happened. We needed a prem experience. We needed someone who can come in, who was experienced to come and help in. But that's the directors, man. And for me, if we don't get any Champions League football this season, I'm blaming the ownership. I'm blaming the director because they are the one who hired them. So I saw us trying to sign the wingers in the January, man. We betted for Garnacho. We betted for Yeremi at Deportivo, and we bet for this guy, for another guy from the Bundesliga, two of them, but we could not even get any of them. So, but one thing I want to say, man, injuries. I can see injuries in this team. We have problem, man. Injury crisis, man. Wesley Fofana, our best center back, is out. Benio Abadia Shield, and now potential boss of the strikers that we have. And now, are we forced now to use the under 21, the academy kids, man? Are we allowed now? We are forced now to use them. The McNally, the other kid, I think is injured. The best striker in the under 21 is injured and he's not even available. And as you guys know, David Washington is in Brazil and he's set to join the Santos on loan until the summer. But that's why we bought the player. And how is he going back, man? And I don't get this, man. I just don't get this. Why didn't we go to Strasbourg and replace Andre Santos? But we're looking thin right now. But I don't wanna rule like my laurels. But let's keep going, man. Let's talk about now my match prediction, and smash that like button and share your opinion. And now let's get into the match prediction of tomorrow. The press conference was very brief, very quick. Marc Guiu is not available for tomorrow, and Nico Jackson is a serious doubt. Imagine Maresca, if he does not force him for tomorrow's game, it will be good for me. I think he need that rest. But to move on to Maresca, then he bigged up Nkunku because he has to do it right now, man. He has to big up Nkunku. He has to show him love. And that's what he did. He said Nkunku can play in that position. And for me, if you ask me my opinion, I'd rather play Cole Palmer in that false 9 and Nkunku behind him. And I think Cole Palmer will do much better job than Christopher Nkunku, because Christopher Nkunku, when it comes to playing as a false 9, is not that guy. He's a number 10, he's a number 8. But I want to share my obsession on this one, man. I get these days, man, Maresca's press conference is getting bored, man. They're no longer the same. The way he was making them in the summertime is not the same way he's doing it right now. But one thing I can understand, he's not the man. He's not like he's not the manager. He's just an head coach. So maybe he only have limited access to things he can say or to things he can do at the club. But one thing I want to say is, man, if you don't get the Champions League, as Maresca said, his job is not in jeopardy. So I think for me, if you don't get any Champions League football, that will be the ownership fault. And as you guys know, they've been going on some trouble with the tickets. I want to talk about that video later to try to go deep into that, but I'm going to keep that on for later on. But the press conference, man, the squad they have given Enzo Maresca is not good enough. He don't have a striker. We need the 5 windows. These directors have been here. This ownership has been here. We only have one striker, and not even out and out number 9. We went and we sold Aubameyang, the guy who was more a striker than Nico. He was a good striker. We should have kept him. For me, I don't even see the point, man. But Maresca is forced to be able to say these things, because he's been mentioning things like how does it feel like the January window went. He's not going to be honest. He will say he was okay with it, because that's what the ownership have done. They have thrown him under the bus, and I cannot blame Enzo Maresca if he does not get the Champions League. Half of his midfield are just wonder kids, man. I want to ask you guys a question, man. What's the difference between Chelsea's under 21 and Chelsea's first team, man? Sometimes these days, man, when you sign a player, I don't even know that player is going to under 21 or if he's coming to the first team. But one thing I will say is, man, how is this helping the manager? How is that helping the manager by signing these young players instead of signing some experience who can come in and help him? But Maresca is not getting that. He's not getting that, man. And I want to sit here and try to realize everything and say, oh, the director have done good. Maybe they brought in Cole Palmer, Moses Casero, but I don't want to talk too much about that. But now let me talk about the first lineup and who I'm going to be playing and who I'm not, and let's talk about it. That's enough for the press conference, and now that was more like a shorter of the press conference. But now let me talk about my predicted lineup, because I got 2 lineup. My first lineup, you see nkunku, false 9, Nani and Sancho, and midfield of Dewsbury Hall and Palmer and Casero, and defense, as you guys see, Gusto, Cowell, and Chalaba, and Ashimpong, and Yogason in goal. For me, because I'm playing false 9 nkunku, because if he can do that, he can do that. Because when it comes to Brighton, that high line, we have to explore it. Brighton is not a better team than us, man. Nkunku can get the job done. Are not gonna be playing. They are not going to be playing any low block. He's at home. They're gonna come out and they're gonna come to us easy. If we give them a space, they're gonna explore it and they're gonna score first, and that's not good for me, man. I'd rather score first and let's see. Then I'm going for Cowell again for left foot balance, just to give Kukure a rest, and then Gusto will be playing on the left hand side, and then Ashimpong will be playing on the right back, because you know he's versatile and he can get the job done. And then I'll be playing Chalaba in the center back, man. I think for me he will be doing well, but I don't know what you guys prediction is. But end with my full reason on my first lineup is this, man. The reason why I went with this team using a false 9, because I think we can explore spaces in the behind Brighton with the support, with the players gonna make a run into those vacant spaces in the behind. That's what I think. They come from the wide players, they come from the play. So there cannot be any situation where we give them a space, because if you give them that, Brighton is a good team, man. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Brighton is a good team, but they are not better than us. So we have better players than them. And one thing I'm gonna be shocked about, if we give the new kid a debut, man. If you give me a debut for this game, I'd rather see my boy Anselmino get a chance, and let's see what he's all about, man. Because rest Cowell and give him some minutes, and let's see what he can do, man. But I don't know what you guys think, man. Cole Palmer can link up with the fullbacks and can link up with the Nani. That's what I think. This is the best way to use him if you're using him, and if you're using Nkunku and as a false nine, but as a striker, no, because Nkunku is not a striker, man. I got a few more tweaks, man. This other lineup I did, I'll be using Cole Palmer in the false nine, and then Nani Madueke and Sancho on the left hand side, and then I'll have Enzo Fernandez in the 8, and I have Moses Casero as my 6, and Nkunku behind the striker. I think this will be a good one, man. And then I have Trevor Chalaba again, and then I have Gusto on the right back, and I have Kukurea and I have Levi Cowell in his right position, and then I have Jorgensen Park, man. But the reason why I keep putting Jorgensen in every single lineup, because I don't want to see this guy anymore. Robert Sanchez, he needs to go. That guy should be the first person on the list to leave this club. He's not good enough. He's not good enough for this Chelsea Football Club, man. And for me, I was so disappointed. We gave this guy 23 games. Game 23, he was making horrendous mistakes. And if we had Jorgensen from the beginning, we could be in better position in the league, man. We could be at least first on the table. First. You saw him in the last game. He had no mistakes. He had no issue, man. But when we start doing these things, it's not good enough, man. Maybe if you feel but I want to stop that one, man. Now let's talk about Palmer. I feel more confident with Palmer as a false nine than Nkunku, because I think he will do well. Palmer have played the false nine in the academy, and even last season as he played he even played at, I think it was at Luton or something like that. He played at the false nine and he really did well. But then he played in the League Cup and he missed a lot of chances. But I don't expect him to do the same stuff as last season. So Cole Palmer, he's more different, man. So this lineup, I think he has to hug the touch lineup. And then this other lineup I did, I'm playing Pedro Neto as a wing back, man. And then Gusto, and I think he can do well that position. And then I'll be putting Cole Palmer and Nkunku up front. And then Moses Casero and Enzo Fernandez back. And then, because I'm going for this lineup because it's about building up. They can build up from the back to the front. And you know, Pedro Neto can explore the spaces because he has the speed to go. And then in that left-hand channel, he will do well. But the strongest channel, I think, is on the right, where we're going to have Palmer, we'll have Moses Casero and Ashimpong. And you guys know Ashimpong as a productive of football. He can carry the football in, he can carry the ball in front so good. Well, he's a very good carrier. And for me, give him a chance, man. He showed us in the last couple games he played, he can get the job done. Let's focus on that one. And then the backline, I'll have Chalaba, Tosin, and Ashimpong as my 3. And then Jorgensen stays in the goal. For me, I'm not playing Robert Sanchez ever again, man. I will never play that guy ever again, man. He's not good enough. And I think we can vacate the spaces on them. I know we're not going to be scoring goals against Brighton by crossing the ball, but we can score a goal by the cutbacks. That's what I think. I want to see those late moves from Cole Palmer, Nkunku's, I want to see those ones, man. Cutback crosses inside, man. That's what I really think, man. But to make this one happen, I want to see some experience there. So I got some Cowell out. So I think that's what we'll do, man. I don't know what you guys think in the comment down below, but let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And take care of yourself. And God bless you. And peace out.